Hey, remember this is the peace sign from about 1970, and this one says never give up. Okay, you remember the Blues Brothers. Jake and Elwood Blues went on a mission from God to save the orphanage that they grew up in because they were orphans. So they are still, as adults, looking after the home that they have as a child. The child version of them is being looked after by the adult version of them. That's the whole story. The mission from God to do good so that next generations, unfortunate on planet Earth, is generation of generation in our current environment where there are orphans. So the number one thing about that movie is we're on a mission from God. Because it's for the children. And clearly you can see the connection between looking after the children and the mission from God. Clearly the two things are aligned with what? One thing. One thing. It's all together. God is not separate from the children. Is it? God is about the children. And I'm up getting attacked on my dick pic by remote neural monitoring. Over and over again. I'm attacked because I'm telling you the truth. They killed Socrates. Remember the story of Socrates in ancient Greece? He told the truth in public places. And the children were listening because they knew he was telling the truth. And even the people who forced him to take poison hemlock, they knew he was telling the truth. They knew it. And they forced him to drink poison to kill him. Because evil will always, despite looking at truth, deny the truth. So much so, it's not like, we'll just agree to disagree. No. They go out of their way to exterminate the truth. What does that do for civilization? When you have nothing but liars running the civilization, it ain't civilization. That is the anarchy that they always say. If we get rid of the government, we'll have anarchy. Fuck off. Government is anarchy. Because we say, what we say. We need the government so that when it snows that somebody's going to plow the roads. In the end, we got to have that. You always fall back on that. Because you won't do anything unless you're forced to do it. Jake and Elwood Blues are like, well, the nun told them. No uncertain terms. It's like, you're on a mission from God, and God damn it, I'm going to make sure you go on it because I got a big stick. And basically she's their mom, isn't she? She is their mom. They were orphans and she brought them up. So mom is saying, my place for the kids like you is up for sale and I need to get this. I need the money. So you go and get it. And they went. So clearly, mama is aligned with the children. And she's a nun. So God is aligned with the children. And then once you're an adult, it's all about what? Keeping the family going and making sure there's a house for all of us. That's civilization. And we don't have it with this enormous homeless problem on planet Earth, do we? And endless stories about how Africa is still in abject poverty. And yet I can't afford to fly to Africa, to tour Africa to see if indeed it is a backwards place or not. I can't afford it because they won't pay me enough in the corporations. And everything is all what? 1%. So I can't go and look with my own eyes. And we still have a romantic idea about India, that somehow it's 1850 and it's all villages and, it's just jungle. Because they put that out in the movies for children. So you have this idea that, India is a backward place and it's a technological giant. It's all modern. And I'm here in this dump called Thunder Bay, Canada, which we were always told growing up. It's a first world country, which means it's one of the best countries on the planet, and you're lucky to live here. And yet when I look at YouTube videos of so-called backwards places, they're way, way, way more beautiful places than Thunder the Fuck Bay. Because this place is a dump and a dive in first world Canada. This place is a landfill full of sewage and garbage. It's an ugly looking place because there's no one building architecturally beautiful buildings. It's like Shoppers Drug Mart, which is Prince Charles' cousin, Galen Weston. Big, huge, big box in the middle of a beautiful neighborhood with $2 million homes. And at the end of the street is a huge red box owned by the ugly man Galen Weston of Superstore. Plays polo with Prince Charles. Do you think that they play polo in a dump like Thunder Bay with Shoppers Drug Mart? Do you think, in the backyard of Buckingham Palace, they've got a big red box that says Shoppers Drug Mart, that it makes even those big houses down the street, the $2 million houses, look small compared to this enormous red box? Why is that allowed, Thunder Bay? Because you got nothing but bozos at city. Because I compare it. And I even sent it to Councillor Aldo Roberto, who's the only councillor that you could even talk to. So, I can't help you out. Every other councillor is just deaf ears, and you send an email into the city and nothing. Nothing. And then Lakehead University economics professor Livio Di Matteo tells us that Thunder Bay has got the highest taxes of all the other Ontario cities, highest tax rates, because of feather bedding and everywhere in the city of Thunder Bay. No one works. If you got a city job, you don't even go to work. Or you're like the guy I saw in the middle of COVID. I'm walking down the street and they got all the baseball diamonds closed because you can't get together at all. No baseball that summer. And yet there's a City of Thunder Bay truck and an employee who's, I don't know what they make, unbelievably high union wage. No one even knows. Why don't they put out a report to the people of Thunder Bay? How much are these various workers in the union paid? Is he getting $35 an hour, $70 an hour? How much? Anyways, we can't play baseball, but there's a union guy in a City of Thunder Bay truck with that rake attached to the trailer hitch, and he's going around the infield, smoothing the infield. Around and around, making a perfect infield. The place was immaculate before we go there. Nobody can play baseball in mid COVID. But the City of Thunder Bay guy, I got my $70 an hour to do what? Busy work. That's what you call that. Well, I was at work today. What did you do? I did the infields. That's what we just described. Busy work. Lying to the people of Thunder Bay that guy is needed today. Because they should have just cut the staff. We don't need you. Because there's not enough work, because we don't need to maintain the parks. And I've been staying in hotels and staycation in Thunder Bay. And even though COVID's gone away, and they took the mask mandates off, the hotels, even the high-end hotels, are not returning to full service. In other words, they don't send the maid in to make your bed. Even today, when there's no mask restrictions, no, they won't come in. And did I get a discount on the room? No. So the level of service after COVID has gone right down the toilet, and they haven't put it back up again. And I got all these idiots wandering around outside wearing the fucking mask. Outside in the park wearing the fucking mask. Conditioned zombies. Those people are not human. There is nothing but shit for brains. Ergo, zombie apocalypse. I can't help you out. That's the way I see it. Anyways, what else do you need to know?